All right, so continuing with the appendicular skeleton, next we're going to talk about the various parts of the lower appendages, or the lower limbs, so the legs essentially. And to do this, first we'll talk about the coxal bone. Okay, the coxal bone is actually a group of three fused bones, the ilium, the ischium, and the pubis. And then we have several features of each of those. And in the lab, we have individual like half portions of the pelvis of the coxal bone, okay? And then we have the entire coxal bone. So this whole region here is the coxal bone. If we look here, we can see the last few vertebrae reaching down into the sacrum and the coccyx, okay? You can see here the pelvic girdle right here, okay? The major bones, we have the ilium, this large portion up here. Then we have the pubis in the front, and then the ischium in the back. So looking on the half model, the ilium up here, holding it kind of like this, you can see how they fit together and they're the same. So right here, this front portion is the pubis, and the back portion is the ischium. All three of them articulate in this area right here called the acetabellum, this big socket where the femur will fit into. So right here, the acetabellum. And then on the ilium specifically, we have the iliac crest. So that's this upper ridge right here. So you can see it along the side, the upper ridge, the iliac crest. Then we have the sacroiliac joint, and that's where the sacrum and the ilium come together. So that's right here, this line we can see on either side, the sacroiliac joint. Then the iliac fossa, which is the inside surface here or here. Remember, a fossa is a flat surface or a smooth surface. And then the ischium, this sort of back portion, the more inferior portion of the lower parts of the coxal bone. We have a few specific features. We have the ischial spine, and we can kind of see it better if we look from a posterior view. The ischial spine is basically this, comes down to this point right here. This is the ischial spine in the posterior portion of the bone. And then we have the ischial ramus. So remember, a ramus is going to be like, think of a ram's horn. So the ischium is this whole bone right here where my thumb is. This is the ischial ramus. Okay? Ischial spine back here, and then ischial ramus. And then this bone is the pubis, okay? And between the two pubis bones, we have this pubic symphysis, so that's actually a joint. And so it's represented here by cartilage, pubic symphysis. And then we have the superior ramus and inferior ramus. So on either side of this obturator foramen, this large hole, we have the superior and inferior ramus of the pubis. And then the obturator foramen, and then of course again, this deep socket for the femur is called the acetabellum.